On the property of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stars, PK and Dorit Kemsley, a notice of default has been issued. Since a long time ago, there has been a consensus that they do not possess the amount of money that they assert they have. As their troubles at home have come to light, it is possible that this is the case. The question is, how much money does the ex-couple owe? Continue reading for further information regarding their current predicament. PK and Dorit Kemsley have been served with a notice of default. PK and Dorit Kemsley, who are both stars on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, have been the subject of constant scrutiny for a number of seasons. In the past, he had gone through the process of filing for bankruptcy, and they were always moving. At the end of the 9th season, Camille Grammer-Meyer questioned Dorit's financial situation. She asserted that she caused the hairs on the back of her neck to rise up, and then she went on to assert that PK owed a significant amount of money to a very close friend of hers. Camille brought a ton of accusations against PK, which Dorit vehemently defended against Camille's accusations. Since then, the couple has parted ways, with Dorit continuing to reside in their extravagant home in Encino and PK moving into a hotel. In the 13th season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they displayed their problems as Dorit coped with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, as a result of the home invasion she was part in. During the 12th season, she was held at gunpoint, and she never had the impression that PK completely understood the anguish she was going through. As a matter of fact, he was absent and considered her to be an annoyance. They will now be living apart over the following season, and the story will focus on how they arrived to the conclusion that it was time for them to go their own ways. It is unfortunate that they will be required to work together for something that is of the utmost importance. Their home has reportedly been repossessed, as reported by The Sun. On the 16th of October, 2024, a notice of default was submitted for the extravagant mansion that the couple owned in Encino. While they were there, they were in the hospital with their son Jagger, who was suffering from a hip infection that had become septic. According to the allegations, PK and Dorit Kemsley have failed to make at least 4 payments on their home. The fact that they are in the pre-foreclosure stage indicates that the process has already started. On the other hand, the estranged couple might make things right by paying off the complete amount that they owe to one another. It is unclear whether or not they possess such a large sum of money. 5 years later, PK and Dorit Kemsley have been residing in their current residence for a period of 5 years. There have been many events that have transpired since they moved in, such as the break-in at their home and the dissolution of their marriage. They could be better off leaving it behind, especially if it turns out that Dorit, Phoenix, and Jagger will be the only ones involved in the end. However, the two have not had an easy time with their finances. While Dorit has been involved in a variety of fashion initiatives, PK is the manager of Boy George. She had to pay off a lion from the Internal Revenue Service that was for $635,887. This information was taken from the couple's tax return for the year 2015. Whereas PK is responsible for paying $986,887 in taxes, she is still in debt for $90,269, which has not yet been paid. It is going to be really intriguing to watch what their next move is going to be, because this is a very difficult situation for them to keep their $6.5 million property. Do you find this news shocking, or do you think it was to be expected of them? Please let us know in the comments, and make sure to tune in to RHOBH on Bravo on November 19th. In a twist that has the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fanbase gasping, court records have revealed that a notice of default has officially been filed on the Encino estate of Dorit and Paul PK Kemsley, signaling serious financial distress for the couple and setting off alarm bells about the real-life consequences behind the glitz and glam of reality TV fame. Despite their designer wardrobes, lavish parties, and ultra-luxurious lifestyle showcased on Rhobh, it seems that trouble has been quietly brewing behind the velvet curtains of the Kemsley household, and now it's gone public. The filing that rocked Beverly Hills. According to official property records obtained this week, a notice of default was filed against the couple's Encino mansion after they reportedly fell several months behind on their mortgage payments. The filing is often the first step in the foreclosure process and indicates that the lender is seeking repayment or may move to seize the home if the debt is not cleared. The timing is particularly explosive. The filing hit just as Rhobh is ramping up for its next season, and as Dorit continues to appear on camera alongside co-stars discussing everything from loyalty to luxury, while keeping this ticking time bomb hidden from fans. "It's shocking," said a source close to production. "Everyone knows PK has had financial issues in the past, but this feels like it's coming to a head. Dorit always presents herself as poised and polished, but now it's clear something deeper was going on." Cracks behind the crystal. The Kemsleys' Encino home, worth an estimated $7.5 million, has been a centerpiece of their on-screen persona, complete with sleek interiors, sprawling grounds, and a security system beefed up after Dorit's terrifying 2021 home invasion. But documents show that behind the scenes, monthly mortgage payments reportedly went unpaid for over 90 days, triggering the lender's formal response. According to California real estate law, the notice of default gives the Kemsleys a window, typically 90 days, to rectify the missed payments. If not resolved, the home could be sold at auction or go into full foreclosure. Financial experts say the filing is serious but not final. "It's a red flag, absolutely," said a Beverly Hills property attorney. "It means the bank is ready to move forward, but it also means there's still time to pay or renegotiate." Still, the fact that it's gotten this far raises troubling questions about the couple's finances and whether the public image of wealth was built on shaky ground. Dorit's silence, PK's denial. As news of the filing spread, Dorit has remained publicly silent. On Instagram, she continues to post carefully curated photos of fashion partnerships and glam selfies, but fans now wonder what's going on outside the frame. PK, meanwhile, took to Instagram stories to post a cryptic message. "Don't believe everything you read. We're handling private matters privately. Love conquers all." However, eagle-eyed fans pointed out that PK's response sounded eerily similar to past deflections he's made during previous legal battles, including his infamous gambling debts and UK bankruptcy proceedings. In fact, this isn't the first time PK and Dorit have faced money problems. In 2019, the couple was hit with a $1.2 million lawsuit by a Las Vegas casino, alleging PK failed to repay a gambling loan. Around the same time, Dorit faced a lawsuit over her swimwear line, Beverly Beach. They settled those cases quietly, but with this new development, many are wondering if the Kemsleys were simply patching holes in a sinking ship. Bravo producers caught off guard. Insiders claim Bravo producers were blindsided by the legal filing, especially since Dorit has allegedly been playing it cool on set and not addressing her current financial woes. "She's not bringing this up on camera," said one source. And that's a problem. Fans expect honesty, especially when it's this serious. You can't talk about your designer bags while ignoring a foreclosure notice. There are rumors that producers are now scrambling to revise storylines, considering whether or not to confront Dorit on camera about the filing in upcoming episodes. One producer allegedly described the default notice as Housewives Gold if she's brave enough to own it. Co-stars react, concern or criticism. As expected, news of the default filing has caused a ripple effect among the cast. Carcel Bova, known for her blunt honesty, was reportedly concerned but not surprised. She's always wondered how Dorit and PK afford their lifestyle, a source claimed. This feels like confirmation that things weren't adding up. Erica Jane, who has had her own fair share of legal and financial scrutiny, offered no public comment but reportedly told a friend, "At least I was forced to talk about mine." Meanwhile, Sutton Strack, who has clashed with both Dorit and Erica in the past, posted a suspiciously timed Instagram quote, "Don't borrow diamonds if you can't afford the dust." Fans immediately speculated the post was a shady dig at Dorit, especially given the timing. What this means for their future on the show. The Kemsleys' financial mess could either doom their Bravo contracts or secure their place in Housewives history, depending on how they handle it. Bravo doesn't mind messy, one insider said, but they demand authenticity. If Dorit ignores this or refuses to film about it, they might not ask her back. Fans, too, are split. Some argue the Kemsleys' glam has always felt performative. Others express sympathy, noting that many families have struggled with housing costs post-pandemic. Being on reality TV shouldn't mean being immune to financial hardship, one fan commented, but you do owe your audience the truth. Can they recover? Real estate insiders suggest the Kemsleys could still avoid foreclosure if they act fast. They'll need a lump sum payment or to negotiate new terms, said a mortgage expert. They could also try to sell the house quickly and downsize. But such a sale would be a blow to their image and potentially signal the end of their status as RHOBA's picture-perfect couple. This is their identity, a fellow housewife said. The house, the cars, the lifestyle, it's all part of their brand. Losing it would mean starting over completely. Final thoughts. The notice of default filed against Dorit and PK Kemsley's home is more than a legal notice. It's a harsh wake-up call for a couple who built their Bravo brand on opulence, order, and outward appearances. Now, with their name on a foreclosure warning, the cracks in their foundation, both literal and metaphorical, are showing.